Hello, everybody. Welcome to Notes on the Spectrum with Isaac Berlin. I'm Isaac. Let's get started. Today, I'm joined by the Community Impact Lab Sounds of Autism Group 1. They're students at ASU who are doing a program for the Crisis Intervention Program supporting a proactive approach for police and at-risk populations. So, Colton, could you go ahead and just kind of explain what you guys are doing?
Yeah, thank you, Isaac. So what we're doing as a group is we work with Sounds of Autism and ASU to form kind of a program that implies us reaching out to our community, which happens to be Sounds of Autism, and creating a solution for some sort of problem in which Sounds of Autism is about bringing awareness to autism in communities. And so for our project that we decided that we're going to try to do videos and outreach to a younger population, such as college students, teenagers, and try to use social media to our advantage through that.
Got it. What's something that you've learned doing the project so far that you like found interesting?
When I was interviewing firefighters and police officers, I found that a lot of them do not receive training in this type of field, like mental disabilities or mental awareness. It's kind of put off to the side. It's more of like physical aspects, like dealing with intruders, dealing with
Mm,
people armed, much less the aspect of dealing with people who may not be in the same comprehension zone.
yeah, and I actually find that odd. Like I feel again, this is just like my own thought, but I thought that that would have been part of like the base training for first responders or just police officers, and it's weird that it's not. And I think it's like important um, that you guys are like doing this work to get the information out there. But yeah, so if I could go through and just introduce everyone, tell me your majors. But hello, Grace. We'll start with you.
Hi, my name is Grace. To start, I'm a freshman and I'm majoring in forensic science.
Nice. Why forensic science?
I've always loved crime shows growing up, so I've just kind of been drawn to it, and I guess that's just what I can see myself doing over anything else.
No, I think that's awesome. Like you just, I think it's good that you're doing something you want to do. You know, you're not just like going like, I guess I should get a business degree like that. Like that's cool. I'm gonna do it. I think that's great. Well, thank you. Annika, did I say that right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Annika,
Annika.
and yeah, I'm majoring in biological science, in neurobiology, physiology, and behavior. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I wanted to become a physician assistant. So that's the path that I'm doing.
Well, that's awesome. What's something you found interesting working with this project so far?
It's interesting, especially as I interviewed educators, how they want to make an impact and have some change in that community, but because of like reaching higher ups are like the difficult point of making a change that they need, and they've seen so many more impact that's being done by like the youth or like the students at the high schools. I interviewed some educators in high schools, and they said how uh, the high school students are putting so much like impact into their community compared to like the adults there, and that
Yeah,
was very interesting in hearing about that.
yeah. And on that note, like Sounds of Autism has been really trying to work with college level uh, students because like we're the future leaders, like we're the ones that are going to be coming in and like taking over and making new policies, and we're the ones that can make a real change. And I think it's well, especially in the age that we're in now with like how we can communicate with anyone over the world, that like we're talking about it and just making people aware. And I think that's super important. Yeah. um all right, how about Michelle?
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm also a freshman and I am majoring in international business, but it's not because of the money. It's basically I'm also minoring in psychology because I want to do something to help people,
Right.
specifically somewhere or somehow to impact people in a positive way.
That's so cool. I like that. Um, all right. How about you? Did you find anything interesting, or did you learn something that was fun you wanted to share?
Yeah, everything is a learning experience. Coming into this project, I knew nothing about this. I am one of the people who absolutely had nothing to like past experience with autism at all. I did not know what it was at all. I was not aware of it at all. Well, that makes me even more sad to realize that there's a lot of people like I was before this. There's a lot of people who are not aware how to deal with these situations, and well, I now want to make a difference about that, like educate other people like I wasn't educated.
Yeah. And like something that I've just learned through my journey with Sounds of Autism so far is just like the importance of inclusion. And it's like being, or sorry, excuse me, not seeing it as a disability, but like the opportunities and the abilities that the autism population like has, and they can participate. And like it's a resource that shouldn't just be, thrown aside because we think it's a disability, and it's just a different journey. And I love that my perception has changed because of working with this. Um, but yeah, Josephine, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm also a freshman at ASU, and I'm majoring in global studies and philosophy. Um, I guess the biggest reason why I was kind of drawn to the combination of the two is because the it's really important for me as I further my education to try to become as open-minded as possible.
Mm,
Um, and to do my best to understand different stories and struggles that I have never experienced and that I will never experience. Which is another big reason why I think it's awesome that we get to work with Sounds of Autism, because um, that's a large part of the platform is teaching people to be open minded and to do what they can to understand other communities. So
yeah, that was really well said. um, yeah, I think it's awesome that you guys are, I get it's for a class, but you're still stepping up and you're still learning about a topic that you probably wouldn't have done, and like helping an organization like Sounds of Autism, uh like we that that company changes lives, like it makes people's lives better, and like that's really cool, I think, to be a part of, because I guess a saying that I kind of just have is, people helping people, and I love that, and like that's what I want to do. And like it seems so simple and easy of just like talking about autism, and like that it's okay and early intervention is key, and like it doesn't feel like work, or it doesn't feel like a big deal, but it is. And because people aren't talking about it, like Michelle, you're saying that you didn't know, and that's what we're trying to change, and you guys are helping, and thank you so much for being a part. um, but on that, getting people to know, um, in April is National Autism Awareness Month, and we are releasing a processing delay challenge. I think we're going to call it Responders of Autism Challenge, but it's going to be. Do you guys remember the like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge? We wanted akin to that, and so you challenge two friends to write with their non-dominant hand in cursive, I'm a responder of autism. And that gives the experience of processing delay, because like you're not used to writing like that, and it feels weird and it's uncomfortable, and you got to think, and like, the point of it is to have goofy handwriting, and then you show it, and then you say I'm a responder of autism. And like to me, and I guess the question that I got asked is like, what does a responder of autism mean? Like, you're not afraid to talk about it, you're not hushing down, you're like spreading awareness, uh, and that's the point of it. So I would ask for you guys to participate in the challenge in April, and everyone listening, if you could just do your part, that would be amazing. um, Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Short and sweet, but thank you so much again. Cricket has been raving about the work you guys have been doing, so keep up the good work, and thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.